Thomas, and welcome to the Progressive Soapbox. So I'm changing the order of my stories today because I saw this and it got me fired up. I want to do this first. The Democratic base marching right past its leaders. Newly minted activists want Democrats in Washington to actually fight against Trump or get out the way. I like that. So for the longest time I've been sitting here essentially saying I'm pissed at Democrats, I don't like Democrats, that they'll never get elected again unless they come to this position. But look, who am I? I'm one guy in a room with just a few subscribers. Apparently though, I am legion, because there's a lot of me's out there. So the article makes the point that in 2009, John Boehner, this was before he was House Majority Leader, he goes to a Tea Party rally and he sees all of the anger in the crowd, and John Boehner retorts, he says, "They are fucking furious and we're gonna win." So, and look, they did win. I mean, the Tea Party, granted, they let the Tea Party in the barn and they took over the entire house, but they were successful. And look, some of this has to do with just because of the way Republicans view government versus Democrats, so them not doing anything doesn't all that much hurt them. But still, at the end of the day, they took power. So it's Democrats' turn. The problem is, your base is pissed. But part of that being pissed is against you. So, look, to this party, we bestow the elder wand, rage and anger and resentment. And like the Democrats, they are. They drop it. The article continues talking about the confirmation hearings. This week, when Progressives champion Elizabeth Warren and Sherrod Brown voted in the Senate committee to approve the thoroughly unqualified Ben Carson to head of Housing and Urban Development Department, grassroots lit up, blasting him on Twitter, Facebook, and calls to their offices, and in countless emails to Huffington Post reporters asking us what on earth were their heroes doing. Warren clearly felt the backlash, writing on Facebook, "Okay, let's talk about Ben Carson." Hey Warren, let's not talk about Ben Carson. I don't care that you guys don't have the votes to stop him. I don't care. He is massively unqualified. All of these people are massively unqualified. You guys should be unanimous in your opposition. Unanimous. And not necessarily for political grandstanding, but because they are unqualified. Shit, man. More than 3 million people flooded the streets in cities and towns across the country, donning pink cat-eared pussy hats and vowing resistance to Trump's anti-woman, anti-environment, anti-immigrant agenda. It was such a high that many went back home fired up and ready to fight, and then realized, wait, now what? Well, now there's resistance. You have a bunch of people disparate across the United States, and those people are pissed. And those people find the political instrument that they typically use completely ineffectual to deal with their issues. And those people are right to be pissed. They're right. So there were critiques. Senate Democrats' response to millions taken to the streets is beyond disappointing, said Shauna Thomas, a co-founder of the women's online advocacy group Ultraviolet. Resistance means resistance, Markhouse Meludias wrote Thursday on Daily Kos. All those people in the streets last Saturday didn't march for Democrats to make nice with the GOP. They marched to resist, whether it's Trump or his acolytes like Carson. And even if progressive champions like Warren can't figure that out, we're really in trouble. You are really in trouble. You really are. In the meantime, new grassroots groups are cropping up by the day. There's the aforementioned Swing Left, which launched the day before Trump's inauguration. It has more than 220,000 signed up participants. There's Justice Democrats, which is raising money to fund challenges to so-called corporate Democrats. There's Run for Something, a group of Hillary for America and Obama for America, which is recruiting young Democrats to run for state and local offices. They launched Friday and are seeing an average of 100 signups per day. We coming. Get out the way, man. Get out the way. Yeah, look. Your base wants something very specific. Two things that are very specific. Represent us aggressively and resist the things that Donald Trump is trying to put past. The first being the confirmation hearings. What we're seeing is a tactic understanding by progressives that establishment Democrat leaders are not equipped to fight Donald Trump the way Trump needs to be fought, said Bauman, who worked with the labor and environmental groups. Progressives, frankly, would have been much happier had Senate Democrats said to him, "We will not confirm a single one of your picks unless you immediately and publicly renounce breaking up families, the wall, restricting Muslim entry into the United States, torture, and the rest of the alt-right agenda." That sounds sensible to me. And again, not for political grandstanding, but because the people are massively unqualified for the positions in which he's trying to put them in. You guys, the Democratic Party, you all lost a populist contest to a goddamn billionaire. A con man billionaire at that who's probably not even a billionaire. He is eating your lunch. He is taking dumps in your toilet. And you guys are out here playing patty cakes with it. Oh, okay, we'll approve this guy, we'll approve this guy. We want to pick our battles. We want to pick our battles. This is beyond lame. And yeah, I agree with the article. Like I said, I've said earlier, I'll say it again. You guys are massively out of touch. What the people want is for you to represent them. You guys have grown complacent with what you consider to be a demographic advantage. Yes, you have a demographic advantage, but you're losing for the past several years, in which case you've lost everything at this point. Do you have a spine or not? That's the question. Do you have a spine? Because if you do, this would be the time to show it. I mean, better yet, don't show it. I would rather you not. I would rather you just get out the way. Because at the end of the day, you are the people who got us into the situation. I mean, I could try to rouse you with a, slight browbeating mixed with trying to gin up your confidence. But I don't care. I don't care anymore. Get out the way. And one of these groups is, we will get you. We are coming. We're coming. There are 3 different groups that are literally fielding candidates right now. You guys have stepped on the landmine. Part of it is being weak and ineffectual. Part of it is when people understand that you guys don't represent your base. Part of it is we think you are absolutely lazy and out of touch. All of those parts I would make the case are true. Get out the way. Get out the way. And if you don't get out the way, we're coming for you anyway. When you start seeing your members just dropping off left and right, just know you guys earned it. And also know that you're probably next on that list to be knocked off. We coming!